Make your way into child's position. Bring your hands onto the ground. Separate your knees a little bit wider than your hips. Big toes touching. Bring your hips towards your heels. Extend your arms over your head and rest your forehead on the ground. Child's position to arrive in the space allows us to bring the gaze inwards, allows us to connect to our reasons, our intentions, why we show up on the mat. With the eyes closed, gently scanning your physical body from the soles of your feet, see the crown of your head, to your fingertips. Noticing, how do I feel? Any tension, anything specific? My shoulders, my hips, my lower back, my upper back. Connecting to your breath, your inhales and your exhales. Breathing in through your nose, breathing in from your fingertips. Breathing out, softening your face, your shoulders, softening your hips towards your heels. On your next inhale, walk your hands a little bit more forward, so lengthening all four sides of your torso. And as you exhale, allow your heels. Walk your right hand on a diagonal to your right side. Your left hand follows your right. Place your left hand on top. Using your inhales to create length and extension. Using your exhales to bring your left sit bone towards your heels a little bit more. Bring your hands back to center. Change to the other side. Left hand on a diagonal. Your right hand follows your left. Walk your hands back to center. Spread your fingertips wide. Press your hands into the ground. Lift your hips. Readjusting your knees slightly so your knees are hip distance. Shoulders over your wrists. Setting up your foundation. Spreading your fingertips wide. Connecting to the ground. Connecting to the earth. Couple of rounds of cat and cow. Inhale. Lift and extend. Head, neck follows the movement. As you exhale around. Let's eat once again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, find your long spine. Step your feet back into plank position, shoulders over your wrists. Inhale here. And as you exhale, bring your chest through your upper arms. So like we just did in cow position. As you exhale, lift your hips back into downward facing dog. On your inhale, shift your weight into your high plank. Pause here. Exhale. As you next inhale, bring your chest through your upper arms back into that kind of upward facing dog position with your toes tucked. As you exhale from the center, lift your hips into downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. Let's eat once again. Inhale, plank. Exhale, hold. Next inhale, chest through your upper arms. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. Inhale, shift your weight into your high plank. Exhale, lower down, low plank. Now flip your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Lion's breath. Stick out your tongue. Let it out. Let's eat once again. Inhale, plank. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog position. From downward facing dog, allow yourself to find stillness, lengthening the backs of the legs. Maybe any movements, maybe shaking out, maybe any movements with your head, your neck. Exploring any sensations, any tension. From downward facing dog, on your inhale, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Right into your forehead like we did in cat position. Spreading your shoulder blades, step your foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee onto your mat, untuck your toes. Inhale, come up into low lunge position, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands onto your mat, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee off the mat. Straighten your front leg, wide-legged pyramid pose. Rebend your front knee, step your left foot to your right foot. Feet together, knees together, chair, inhale. Rise all the way up to standing, mountain pose. Closing your eyes for a moment, connecting to your roots, your foundation. Open your eyes, bend your knees back into chair, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your left foot all the way back. Lower your left knee onto your mat. Untuck your toes. We are back into that low lunge position. We are opening the left side psoas muscles, hip flexors. Inhale. As you exhale, hands onto your mat. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee off the mat. Left hand down, right arm up. Easy twist. Lower your right hand onto your mat. Step back, high plank position. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg behind you. Left knee to your forehead. Step your foot. Lower your right knee onto your mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, low lunge position. Exhale, hands onto your mat. Tuck your right toes. Lift your right knee off the mat. Straighten your front leg. Rebend your front knee. Step your right foot to your left foot. Feet together, knees together. Chair. Inhale. Rise all the way up to standing. Mountain pose. Bend your knees back into chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot all the way back. Lower your right knee onto your mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, low lunge position. Exhale, hands onto your mat. Tuck your right toes. Lift your right knee off the mat. Right hand down, left arm up. Easy twist. Lower your left hand onto your mat. Step back, high plank. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog position. On your inhale, shift your head into your high plank. Kanvashisthasana, side plank. Left hand down, right arm up. Stabilizing that. Lower your right hand onto your mat. Change to the other side. Or right hand down, left arm up, side plank. Lower your left hand onto your mat, plank position. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog position. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Look forward, step or lightly float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feet together, knees together, chair. Inhale. Rise all the way up to standing. Mountain pose. Closing your eyes for a moment. Reconnecting to your physical body, reconnecting to your breath. Open your eyes, bend your knees, chair. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Twist to your right side. One breath. Inhale, back into chair. Exhale, hands to your heart center, twist to your left, back into chair. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands onto your mat, Bakasana crow pose, knees onto your upper arms, lifting your toes, big toes touching heels to sit bones, float back, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips downward facing dog position. Take an inhale, let it out. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your right hip open. Square your hips back towards the mat, right into your forehead. Step your foot. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge. As you exhale, hands onto your mat, onto the ground. Straighten your front leg back into wide-legged pyramid pose. Rebend your front knee. Step your left foot to your right foot, feet together, knees together, back into chair. Inhale. Rise all the way up to standing mountain pose. Bend your knees back into chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your left foot all the way back. Inhale, come back up into crescent lunge. As you exhale, hands to your heart center. Twist to your right side. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Look down, place your hands onto your mat, frame your front foot. Step your right foot to your left foot, lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg behind you. Bend your knee, rotate your left hip open. Square your hips back towards the mat, left knee to your forehead. Step your foot. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge. Exhale, hands onto the ground. Straighten your front leg. Rebend your front knee. Inhale, come back up into your crescent lunge. Exhale, lower your hands onto your mat. Step your right foot to your left foot, feet together, knees together, chair. Inhale. Rise all the way up to standing mountain pose. Bend your knees back into chair. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your right foot all the way back. Inhale, come up into your crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Twist to your left side. Hook your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Look down, place your hands onto your mat, frame your front foot. Step back, high plank. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your right hip open. Square your hips back towards the mat, right knee to your left elbow, twist. Extended back, three-legged dog. Shift your weight into three-legged pulling. Right knee to your chest, step your foot. Stand the ball of your left foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open, warrior two, heel to arch. Pause here for a moment. Flex your palms like you're pushing two walls away from you. Bring your fingertips in, finger knuckles toward your forearms. Flip your palms towards the sky. Bring your left arm underneath your right arm, eagle arms. Pausing here for a moment. Let go of your eagle arms. Extend your arms in our position. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, hands onto your mat. Left hand down, right arm up, transitioning into wild thing. Lift your hips, lift your chest. Come back into side plank. Right hand onto the ground. Exhale, lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg behind you. Bend your knee, rotate your left hip open. Square your hips back towards the mat. Left knee to your right elbow, twist. Extended back, three-legged dog. Shift your weight into three-legged plank. Left knee to your chest. Step your foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, open, warrior two. Pause here. Rooting out to the outer edge of the right foot. Flex your palms like you're pushing two walls away from you. Bring your fingertips in, finger knuckles toward your forearms. Flip your palms towards the sky. Right arm underneath your left arm, eagle arms. Lifting your elbows shoulder height. Let go of your eagle arms. Extend your arms in our position. Flip the palm reverse. Exhale, hands onto your mat. Frame your front foot. Right hand down, left arm up. Easy twist. Transitioning into wild thing. Lift your hips, lift your chest. Come back into your side plank. Left hand onto the ground. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Stay here for a moment. Lift your right toe. So your right leg off the ground. Draw the right inner thigh towards the sky. Replace it down. Lift your left leg. Replace it down. Tuck your toes. Low plank. Push back up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Let it out. Lower your knees onto your mat. Tabletop position. A little bit of active kind of rest. Keep your toes stacked. Extend your left leg all the way back. Lift your left leg from the inner thigh hip height. Extend your right arm in our position. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more round like that. Inhale, reach and extend. Bend your left knee, reach towards your left ankle. Press your shin into your hand. Counter action, stabilizing that center. Let go of your ankle. Extend your arm, extend your leg. Lower your left shin onto the ground. Bring your right shoulder onto the mat. So thread the needle pose. Extend your left arm up towards the sky. Flip the palm. Bring your arm behind your back. Half bind. Let go of your half binds. Replace your left hand onto the ground. Push back up, tabletop position. Second side. Tuck your right toes. Extend your right leg all the way back. Lift your right leg from the inner thigh hip height. Extend your left arm in our position. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more round. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Bend your right knee, reach towards your right ankle. Press your shin into your hand. Let go of your ankle. Extend your arm, extend your leg. Lower your right shin onto the ground. Left shoulder onto the earth. Right arm up. Flip the palm. Bring your arm behind your back. Half bind. Let go of your half binds. Replace your right hand on the mat. Come back up into tabletop position. Walk your hands a little bit more forward. Anahata Asana. Puppy dog stretch. Keeping your hips above your knees. Pressing your forehead on the ground. Lengthening all four sides of your torso. Keeping your forearms on the mat. Lift up into forearm tabletop position. On your inhale, pull the mat towards your chest through your upper arms. Adding cat and cow, exhale round. On your inhale, find your long spine. Step your feet back into your forearm plank position. Holding here for a moment. Walk your feet towards your elbows, dolphin pose. And then lift your elbows off the mat. Downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. from downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. So now we're adding a little bit of play. Bend your right knee, rotate your right hip open. Bring your left hand onto your fingertips, maybe removing one fingertip at a time. Maybe left forearm behind your lower back. So kind of like half bind like we did before. Option 3, reach towards your right ankle, catch your ankle like we did in that tabletop position. Let go of your ankle, replace your left hand on the mat, flip the dog into wild thing, transitioning into full back bend. Come back into your three-legged dog. Extend your right leg all the way back. Right into your left elbow twist. Fallen triangle. Left arm up and all the way over your head. Replace your left hand on the mat. Extend your right leg all the way back. Shift your weight into three-legged plank. Lower down three-legged low plank. Push back up three-legged plank. Right into your chest. Step your foot. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge position. As you exhale, lean over your front leg, transition into warrior 3. Flex your left foot, roll the left inner thigh towards the sky. As you exhale, find the ball of your left foot. Inhale here. As you exhale, hands to your heart center, twist to your right side. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Option 1, you stay. Option 2, maybe adding full bind. Let go of your binds, place your hands onto your mat, frame your front foot. Step your left foot forward 1/3 of the way, heels hip distance, right hip back, left hip forward. Hands towards your hips, long spine, rise all the way up to standing. Bring your arms behind your back, reverse namaste if this works for you today, otherwise catching opposite upper arms. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, fold over your front leg. Right hip back, left hip forward. Press your heels into the mat, rise all the way up to standing. Let go of your variations, shake it out, right tip, left arm up, inhale. As you exhale, reach forward and lengthen, left hand on the inside or outside of your right foot, right hand onto your sacrum. Inhale, lengthen your spine, exhale, twist to your right, and then reach your right arm up towards the sky. Revolved triangle pose. Look down, we're adding a little bit of balance. Spin on the ball of your left foot. Lift your left leg from the inner thigh, hip height. Flex your left foot. Replace your right hand on the mat. Shoulders over your wrists. A little bit of handstand hops. Until you find the balance. And then step your left foot to your right foot, feet together, knees together. Bend your knees, chair, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Twist, chair, twist. Parjva Bakasana, hands onto your mat. Supporting your right knee with your left elbow. If you're working towards the pose, you can support your right hip with your right elbow. Come back into chair, one breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands onto your mat, step full out. Vinyasa. Lift your hips, downward facing dog position. Lift your left leg behind you. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your left hip open. Right hand onto your fingertips. Maybe removing one fingertip at a time. Maybe right forearm behind your lower back. Or reach towards your left ankle, catching your ankle. Let go of your ankles, right hand onto the ground, flip the dog into wild thing, transitioning into full back bend. Come back into your three-legged dog. Shift your weight into three-legged plank, lower down three-legged low plank, push back up three-legged plank, left knee to your chest, step your foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, lean over your front leg. Shift your weight into your standing leg, warrior 3. As you exhale, find the ball of your right foot. Inhale here. As you exhale, twist to your left side. Hook your right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Maybe you stay, maybe you add full bind. Look down, place your hands onto your mat, frame your front foot. Step your right foot forward 1/3 of the way. Left hip back, right hip forward, hands to your hips. Rise all the way up to standing. Arm variations behind your back. Whatever you did on the first side, Maybe reverse namaste if this works for you. Lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, fold over your left leg. Press your heels into the mat, rise all the way up to standing. Let go of your arm variations. Shake it out, left hand towards your left hip, right arm up, inhale. As you exhale, reach forward and lengthen. Right hand on the inside or outside of your left foot. Left hand onto your sacrum, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, and then reach your left arm up towards the sky. We're adding a little bit of balance, so look down, spin on the ball of your right foot, transition into revolved half moon. Replace your left hand on the mat, standing split, or you know your options, handstand. Replace your right foot to your left foot, feet together, knees together, chair, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center, twist to your left. Look down, hands onto your mat, Parsvabhakasana, second side. Inhale, come back into chair. And exhale, fold. Separate your feet hip distance, catch your big toes with your two peace fingers. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull your toes towards your elbows to the sides. Relax your head, relax your neck. Let go of your toes, feet together, knees together, chair, inhale. And we're combining a couple of things. Extend your right arm in front of you, eagle arms. We've done that before. Eagle legs, bring your left leg over. Squeezing your thighs together like a one-legged chair position. Inhale here, and as you exhale, bring your elbows to your knees. Let go of your left leg, extend it back. Leg width in warrior three. Let go of your eagle arms, hands onto your mat, standing split for a moment. Step your left foot all the way back. Lower your left knee onto your mat, untuck your toes. Straighten your front leg, half split. See how your hamstrings feel today. Maybe a full split in any case. Right hip back, left hip forward. Come back into your half splits if you're not there already. Rebend your right knee, lizard pose. Heel to your right foot to the right edge of the mat if you have a mat. Otherwise, a little bit more to the right side, knee above the ankle, toes to your clock. Adding quad stretch, left hand down, right arm up, heel towards your sit bone. Maybe lower your left forearm onto the ground. Let go of your variations. Come back up, tuck your left toes, extend your right leg all the way back. Shake it out. Step back, downward facing dog position. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step, maybe float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feet together, knees together, chair, inhale. Stay here. Extend your left arm in front of you, left arm underneath your right arm, eagle arms, adding eagle legs. Stabilizing that visual sense. Looking at something that is not moving. Inhale here as you exhale, elbows to knees. Let go of your right leg, kick it back. Warrior three. Let go of your eagle arms. Standing split for a moment, and then step your right foot all the way back. Lower your right knee onto your mat, untuck your toes. Straighten your front leg. Half split, full split. See how this side feels. Come back into your half split. Rebend your left knee, lizard pose, second side. Knee above the ankle, toes down a clock. Adding quad stretch. Heel towards your sit bone. Maybe lower your right forearm onto the ground. Let go of your ankles. Place your hands onto your mat. Tuck your right toes. Extend your left leg all the way back. Shake it out. Step back, downward facing dog position. Lower your knees onto your mat, tabletop. Bring your hips towards your heels. We are going into the back bend. So we've done all the prep work. We lengthen the front of your body. Yeah. Back bends is actually not about bending the back, it's about lengthening the front. Press your shins into the ground, lift your hips, bring your hips above your knees, releasing your tailbone towards the ground. Ribs in, hands to your heart center, inhale. As you exhale, lifting your chest towards the sky, your head neck follows the movement, camel pose. Maybe releasing your hands towards your ankles. So option one, you stay here. Option two, you transition into a full back bend, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Reversing the movement, going back into that camel prep. Bring your hips towards your heels, pause here for a moment. Listening, how does my spine feel? How is my lower back? Closing your eyes, reconnecting to any sensations, reconnecting to your breath. Gently opening your eyes, reach your arms towards the sky, inhale. And as you exhale, twist to your right side. Lower your left hand onto your knee, right hand behind your back, seated twist. Inhale, extend your spine, and as you exhale, going a little bit deeper into that twist. Inhale, come all the way back to center, change to the other side, reach your arms. As you exhale, twist to your left, right hand onto your left knee, left hand behind your back. Come all the way back to center. Closing your eyes for a moment, we'll end this practice today with a couple of minutes of seated meditation. Yes, so closing your eyes, we do all the movements, the asana, the physical practice, so we can stay in stillness a little bit longer. With the eyes closed, allow yourself to let go of any urge to move, to fix something. Allow yourself to just be, to be with yourself, to be with your physical body, with any sensations, to be with your mind, to be with your thoughts without pushing them away, without trying to change them. Allow yourself to welcome whatever comes up. And whatever comes up is very useful information to get to know ourselves, to create that awareness, and awareness is always the first step to change. Very gently start to make your way back. Noticing the sounds. Maybe noticing your thoughts about what we observe. Things you like, things you dislike. Allow yourself to notice and allow yourself to be curious. How interesting. All the thoughts are just suggestions. We do not have to take actions on those thoughts. And also knowing that all those thoughts are separate from us. We can choose the thoughts we want to believe. We can let go of the thoughts that do not serve us. we have the power to change the thoughts, to change our beliefs. And as always, the first step to change is awareness. Bring your hands to your heart center. We close this practice with one single breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Let it out. Thank yourself for your commitment to show up, to get to know yourself, to work on yourself, to become a better version of yourself. Namaste.